Hi guys, I'm Rob, this is Pixel Lab, where the Nintendo collecting journey continues. So last night I got a good lead on Facebook Marketplace where a guy was selling off his Nintendo Entertainment System collection. So I hit him up and we organised a time this morning to meet up. So I got up early this morning, drove down, and this is what I got. From that little clip, I guess you already know that I got Gremlins too, but also I did get this console. Mind you, the console did not come with any controllers or cables, but I do have spares, so that's not an issue for me. I have not tested this yet to see if it works, but it is in relatively good condition as you can tell. Nothing a little bit of cleanup won't fix, but then again, if it doesn't work, it's always good to have spares of these things because they're quite rare to find these days, and if anything breaks down on my other consoles, I can always use this for parts. So I am happy that I got another NES. I'm always on the lookout for these things as they are getting rarer and rarer to find, so it's always good to have a few backups in the collection just in case anything breaks down. So that is the first thing I got. Second thing I got, let's just start with what we already saw, is Gremlins 2 on the NES. I have no idea what this game's about, haven't seen any footage about it or whatsoever, so it'd be nice to have a look. I did enjoy the Gremlins movies, so it's probably another one of those movie tie-ins that Nintendo was notoriously famous for in the 90s. And it's in very good condition. It's not scratched or sun damaged or dirty either, and it is a PAL version, so it'll definitely work on my system. And also it did come with a instruction booklet, which is quite rare to find things like that. Boxes and instruction booklets for NES games is really hard in Australia, so I am always happy to find things like this. Mind you, I would have preferred if it did come in the box, but what you're gonna do, these things are over 30 years old, so even having an instruction booklet is great. Next thing I got is boom! Castlevania. Yes, I did get Castlevania. It does come in a VHS container. It is not the original packaging nor the original box. It was a game that was hired out at a place called Movieland here in Australia, equivalent to Blockbuster, Video Easy, things like that. So nonetheless, it is pretty cool to get this. Castlevania is very highly collectible, and so getting one of these in the collection is also excellent. So I was always on the lookout for Castlevania, but eBay prices for this game are pretty high. They're getting up to about $100 per cartridge. So pretty happy I got this with the whole lot. And mind you, the whole lot wasn't cheap. I paid $500 for this whole thing, so it wasn't cheap. But like I said, it did come with a few rarer games like Castlevania and a few others here, and the console, so not too bad. Next thing I did get was it did come with a Nintendo light gun / zapper. I didn't have one of these growing up, and I didn't have Duck Hunt, so it's great to pick one of these up finally. Next up, we did get Volleyball. Yep, Volleyball. Probably not the greatest game on the planet, but then again, NES games and me collecting NES games, awesome to have that in the collection. Like I said, the NES was my first introduction to Nintendo, so I am very nostalgic towards the system. So anything I find Nintendo Entertainment System, I try to get if it's at a reasonably good price. So next up, I got Aliens 3. It's an awesome LJN game. Not really. Anything LJN is pretty rubbish. I'm sure most of you people have watched Angry Video Game Nerd, where he rubbishes these games. I don't think there's a single LJN game that is actually decent, but it has sort of developed this kind of cult following where people try to get these games just for how crap they were. And due to that fact, the prices of these things are going up and up. So you can thank the Angry Video Game Nerd for that, because he tends to do videos on how bad these things are. And obviously with the Zapper, it did come with Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt being one of the cooler games that utilizes a Zapper. Unfortunately, I do not have a CRT TV, so it won't definitely work. But you never know, I'm always on the lookout for an older CRT TV, one of those Sony or Panasonic ones, the higher end ones, which is probably going to be impossible nowadays, but I am always looking out for a CRT monitor where I can actually use the Zapper and experience the games how they were supposed to be back in the 80s and 90s. So that is also quite cool to get. And then another awesome LJN game, Terminator 2. I don't think this is going to be a great game. None of the LJN movie tie-in games were very good, but this one did include the original box. Mind you, it is pretty destroyed, but then again, it is original, and it did come with a cartridge in really good condition and the little sleeve. Not sure if Nintendo included a logo on every single one of their little sleeves, but then again, it's good to have another one. It does have the little foam insert thing in there, but did not come with an instruction manual, unfortunately. So it is not complete. But then again, Terminator 2 being one of my all-time favourite movies when growing up, and still to this day, it's great to have a game of it. Next up, I did get Black Manta, or The Wrath of Black Manta. This box is really good condition. It's slightly scuffed here and there, but overall, you know, a 30-year-old game, the box itself is in excellent shape. And this game, however, does come with the cartridge with a bunch of stickers from a video rental store on it, which I'll definitely try to remove without hopefully taking the paint off of the label, and the actual sleeve itself. And to complete the whole thing, the instruction manual. Yes, this one actually did come with an instruction manual, so that is awesome. So that is great to add to the collection, a full, you know, complete copy of a game. And finally, Maniac Mansion. This game is highly regarded amongst the retro gaming community, as it is one of the Lucasfilm games. They tend to make quite good movies, as you probably heard of a little franchise called Star Wars and things like that. So this is probably one of the better NES games. And this one did come with a sleeve, also Night Owl Video stickers plastered all over it, so I'm not sure if these will come off after so long, but I will definitely try to clean these up as best as I can. And if I can't, obviously I'll keep them as they are. And it did come with a foam, and finally the instruction manual as well. This manual has some substantial damage to it. It is very scuffed and faded, and also has a bunch of writing all over it. But overall, not in bad shape. Yes, it does have writing and a little picture of a ghost drawn on here, but nonetheless, it is one of those games that is actually, you know, highly collectible. I've checked on eBay and they are going for over $100 complete. Mind you, this isn't in the best condition. It could be, but then again, it is complete with the original box, with the original sleeve and the manual, and like I said, even with the bloody foam insert. So that is great to have. So yeah, overall, I paid about $500 for all this. Not cheap, not too expensive either, but if you went on eBay and you added all these items up individually, these would probably end up costing around $800, $900, as like Castlevania itself is going for, you know, $100, just the cartridge alone, and Maniac Mansion probably another 100. Consoles, yeah, they're getting up there about $100, $200 if they're in good condition and complete. Mind you, this one doesn't have any controllers or cables, but even then they, you know, about $80 and things like that. Zappers, I checked, go around for around $30, $35. So all in all, not a bad haul. Definitely a lot of cleaning up for me to do, but I am very happy to get all this. But yeah, we'll definitely stick it into the Nintendo room and enjoy it for many more years to come. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, give it a thumbs up and a subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!